As you know, we start by greeting our members. And even being the speaker, you know, we have to do this. Right Honorable Speaker of the Upper House, that in some countries we call the National Assembly, honorable members of the Upper House of the National Assembly of Somalia, my colleague, Honorable, she looks like your sister here. And when we were coming in this house, we came through the backyard, that side, and I was reading that big spot there, and I was reading Falada there. Maybe, I don't know the reason, I don't even know what it means, but she's a member of parliament of Iyala from Kenya. I also came with my clerk, John Mutega, who's also from Kenya.
xildhibaanadan sharafta leh Guddoomiyaha loo Ingiriis ku khudbaynaya haddii xildhibaanadu u baahan yihiin waxaan garab istaajinaynaa. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Sorry? I can continue? I go slowly. And I also came with my public relations guy, Nicodemus, who's from South Sudan. That one you can guess where he's from. Nicodemus, can you stand up? No, Nicodemus, can you stand up? You can guess. Where is he from? But I'm not quite sure because look, South Sudanese, they are very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot find the words to express how happy I feel by being in this house. Translating? Oh, okay. Second, I am humbled and honored by your sitting today. It's a special sitting. This means that you stopped all your duties and you accepted to come in this house just for me. I am humbled by this. I am telling you, thank you, Mahad Sanit. Right, Honorable Speaker, I also have to thank sincerely your leadership and the leadership of the lower house, because from the airport where we landed on Monday morning, there was a heavy delegation of members of parliament from the Senate, the upper house, and the lower house, and I was impressed. More than 10 members, led by your deputy speaker, who was there. I have to thank your house and the upper one. Thank you again. As you know, the head of state, they admitted Somalia on 24th November 2023. This was in Arusha, and I was there, and your president was there. And your leaders, you signed the treaty, EAC treaty, on 15th December 2023. As the instrument had been deposed in Arusha on 4th of March 2024, you became a full member of the East African community, and this happened in Kampala, Uganda. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, allow me to congratulate Somalia on their admission to the East African community and then becoming a full member of the East African community. With you, Somalia, on board, the East African community has become bigger, and our population is estimated to more than 100 millions, and we are bigger in terms of population than Europe, meaning that business can be done easily and better. The EAC, you know, we have this, in Africa we have this regional bloc, as we have ECOWAS for the West African countries. There were 18 countries: Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Burkina Faso, and others. We have also these Great Lakes. We have also this SADC, and we have PAP. We have Central African region, but it is this East African community bloc which is doing better, which is performing, and everyone is coming to Arusha to learn how to handle the blocks. We are growing fastly. We are doing better economically and politically, meaning that by joining us, this means that the EAC partner states members are getting a newborn, a new member. And when we are a family, as we are now, this means that we have to share everything. We'll have to share your problems. You have to share our problems. We'll have to celebrate together as a family. Now, you are no more alone. You are with DRC Congo. You are with Kenya. You are with Uganda. You are with Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, and South Sudan. We are now eight members. And for this, I have to congratulate your president, Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, for this wise and focused leadership by bringing Somalia in EAC community. He made a good decision, a wise one. He is a good leader. Now, I will go to the next communication, which is about the community and IALA. Let's start by our history. You know, East African community you are joining what I call East African Community 2, because East African Community 1 died when it was 10 years old. It was born in 1967, created by the leaders of 3 countries, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. In 1967. Were you born? Were you born in 1967? Who was born in 1967? Yes. So, I just want to ask you, honorable member, if you can remind us the leaders of these 3 countries who founded EAC1 that died in 1977 after 10 years. Can you remember some? Mzee, maybe you help us to know the leaders who founded EAC1, because you are the oldest we have. You are our Mzee. We had in Uganda Milton Obote, who was the president of Uganda. And in Kenya, we had the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. And in Tanzania, Nyerere. Those 3 leaders founded the East African Community number 1 in 1967. But in 1971, there was a coup, a military coup in Uganda, and a general took power, and that general is called Idi Amin Dada. Because of that, Tanzania had to welcome the refugees who were friends to Obote. They had to go to Tanzania as refugees. And the relations between Tanzania and Uganda were not good with Idi Amin. And they had to go even into war. They had to fight. And Idi Amin had to lose. And he had to flee the country, Uganda. And he died in Saudi Arabia some years ago. So this was East African Community number 1 that had been there for 10 years. Then it took time to get East African Community number 2. East African Community number 2 was born in 2000, in July 2000, and it's very easy for you now to know which leaders founded it. It was, of course, Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya. In 2000, in Kenya, we had President Moi. And in Uganda, we had, and we still have, Museveni. In Tanzania, who was there? President Mkapa. The 3 leaders founded East African Community number 2 in July 2000. And on the 1st of July 2007, 2 new members, 2 new partner states were born. They joined the 3 ones, and it is Burundi and Rwanda who became members of East Africa Community on the 1st of July 2007. Then in April, 16th April 2016, South Sudan became a full member of EAC. And on 11th July 2022, the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, joined East Africa Community. And your country, Somalia, joined us, as I already said it, on 24th November last year, 2023. These in history, some dates that you can easily keep in your mind. Let's now talk about the community. In EAC, as I said yesterday, we have protocols that we have to implement. We have 4 protocols, and the protocol 1 is Customs Union Protocol, which is about to get the partner states, to get them committed to removing all these barriers in economy matters, and to refrain to be bringing or imposing new barriers. This is about free movement of people and goods. The second protocol is about Common Market Protocol, which is about the free movement of goods, of people, and of services and capitals. If I have to go into details, our dream is to make the 8 countries of East Africa as one. Members, citizens from East Africa should move freely in all of these countries and start businesses as if they were in their own countries and get jobs as if they were in their own country. Meaning that if you are, for example, a businessman, you can go and start your business from anywhere because the rules and the laws are equal, are one. If you are moving from Somalia to DRC, you should not need a visa or paying fees. And our dream is to get only one passport for East African community. And we have already achieved it. Burundi, the 7 members, before you join, they all have East African community passport. And when we have to go to South Sudan or everywhere, we don't need to pay visa. Or get these questions, how many days will you spend here? How many months will you spend here? It is like being in your one country. We have also protocol number 3, monetary union protocol. Monetary union protocol. With this, our dream is to get one currency. As you know, in Europe, they have these European Union countries, and they use only one currency in Europe, which is euro. So in East Africa, our target, and our finance ministers are working on it, we are having one currency very soon. And finally, we have this political federation. With political federation protocol, we are targeting to get politically maybe one government which will be in charge of all of these East African community countries, and maybe have one leader we'll be no more talking about government of government of this country. Maybe there will be one government made by ministers in charge of all of this East African community. That is our dream. You understand that our dream is one. This East African community should be like one family, one country, with one ID, one passport, one currency. And we are working on it. We are a little bit far, but we have achieved a lot of things. Economically, it is very good to be in EAC because some projects infrastructure project. Some projects are connecting EAC members, EAC partner states. For example, roads. If these highways are connecting countries, we will go to negotiate the funds not as one country but as EAC. And we have done it. Roads connecting Tanzania to Uganda to Burundi to Rwanda to South Sudan, it is as a block that we go to negotiate the funds. It's not only about roads, it's also about other projects like power, electricity, and others. So, honorable members, this is some few words that can talk about EAC community. Many African countries are jealous by the fact EAC is doing better than they do. Many regional community blocks in Africa are jealous of us. And in Arusha, where we stay, we have been welcoming them, coming there in Arusha to learn and to ask how East Africa can achieve this when they are failing. So please, by joining us, you are joining a good family. As I came here as a speaker, it is time now to talk about IALA and organs that we have in East African community. We have 3 organs, and oh my God, I still have 30 minutes. I didn't know it before, but I'll try as a teacher, I do it. We have 3 organs. One, we have 7 organs, but among them, I insist on 3 ones. We have the IALA, which is the House, the East African Leaders Assembly, we have the Secretariat, and we have the court. If there is any issue, it will be taken to our court. And our headquarters is in Arusha. For IALA, the House, all the partner states send member of parliament in IALA. And each partner state has to send 9 members. And as we were 7 before, you understand that the number we have of members is 63. As we join us, because I came to pick my members, and I hope I go back to Arusha with them, because we have a plenary very soon, I would like to get them quickly. As you join us, our house will be having how many members? 63, you add 9, will be 72. These are the number of my members. And they are ex-official members. All the ministers in charge of EAC from partner states, they are all members, ex-official members of IALA. They have to take oath before the speaker, as the new members will take oath, as all members will have to take oath. But they don't vote. how do we elect Yala members from partner states? Anyone can be a member of Yala from partner states. Anyone. There are only functions that you have to leave, to resign, to be a member. When you are a member of government, you cannot be Yala members because you cannot be a minister and an MP. But you can resign and become a member of Yala. The only thing that you have to do is to be elected. By who? By the National Assembly members, meaning the lower house members in Somalia. You have to campaign. If you get the votes, you come. And second thing, between the 9 members that will join Yala, you must have among them minimum of 3 women. If you send me a list that doesn't have 3 women, that list, the entire list will be rejected. I will not accept it. And what I am telling you has happened in DRC, in Burundi, in Rwanda. This is the minimum. We even have a country that sent more than 3 women. Rwanda. Rwanda, how many women did you have? In Rwanda, they sent 6 women and 3 men. But those women and those men must be elected, voted by this lower house. I still have 5 minutes. Lastly, you know you are a full member now of Yala. And every year, all of these partner states were 7 before. Now you are joining, you are the 8th one. Every year, your speaker, your right honorable speaker, you know, we have what we call games between parliaments, between the houses. And in December, we'll be in Mombasa in Kenya. Because the way we operate, we rotate. Next December we'll be in Mombasa, but the year before, we were in Rwanda, Kigali, and the other were in South Sudan, and the other were in Tanzania. This is how Yala we do our business. So now, it will be time for Mombasa, Kenya. So, honorable members, you could start from today to get trained. Those who can play football, soccer, please start from today. You have to get a team of football soccers. Those who can play basketball, please start from today. Volleyball, start from today. We also compete in running, 1 kilometer, 100, 200, or more. I want Somalia parliament. And with this, even the upper house, you are together. You are a parliament. With this, you are together. I need to see Somalia winning and impressing everyone as a newcomer state. Right Honorable Speaker, we are old, we are wazee, but you'll be leading your team. You have to start exercising from today, as I do. For women, this is the same. When we have men competing, women, they have also to compete in their side. They play basketball, netball, volleyball, and they run. Please, Somalia, women, honorable members, start training today. And I hope that, have you finished with the budget? If you have finished with the budget, you have to go back and get a budget for the members that will go to Mombasa. Because in other countries, the budget is always every year there. Because it is about, you have to understand, it is not about winning or losing. These games want to create a friendly meeting of members from the EAC, women and men, because we are one family. You will play, you will win or you will lose, but by the end, you'll be dancing together with your friends, your colleagues from other party states. We are building something that make us friends and only, but it's always better to win. But when you win, you sing together and you dance together. This is something which is very good. So, honorable members, I've been told that I have to stop this by 12:30. As I told you, I've been a teacher. I think I made it. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back here. This is at the beginning. I have been impressed by Somalia. You have a good people. You welcome people with good face and smile. I will be back every time. When you have a ceremony, invite me. When you'll be, I don't know, I'll be supporting you. I will be your ambassador. This country, which is a member of EAC, I will support you. I'll do my best so that this country should be recognized as a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Xildhibaanada sharafta leh, Guddoomiyaha iyo tiimkiis ayaan fasaxaynaa.